Hey miners, Mining King here. Today we're going to be going over profitability and how to figure out the best GPUs, mining pools. A lot of these questions get asked to YouTubers in Discord. I see it a lot. People are always asking what's the best GPU, and the answer is it kind of depends. But in this video, I'm going to give you some tools and resources so that way you could figure this out on your own. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, before we get into this video, if you guys could please like, share, and subscribe, I really appreciate it as it helps promote the channel. Alright, let's get back into the video. Alright guys, so like I said, in this video we're going to be checking out profitability for GPUs and profitability on mining pools, because this is a question that I do see a lot in Discord. And usually that's, a lot of new miners are asking those questions. So I want to give you guys the tools to figure out how to figure out where to find this information. And then you could make, the best decision for your, financial situation. Over here at FlexPool, I just started mining to this pool. I'm kind of testing it out because I used to mine only to Hive on. So I'm giving FlexPool a try. So on some pools, you can see here where they will give you a rough estimate of how much you'll make every day on your, depending upon how many 100 mega hashes that you give to the pool here. So if you do 100 mega hashes on Ethereum, it says it's going to give you about $4, which is 0.001405 ETH. Where can you find some of this information to figure out profitability? So the first place we're going to go to is a place called What to Mine. This is a great tool. You can just come over here. Let's say you're a new miner, and let's just say you got a couple 6600 XTs. So you just made a rig of 6600 XTs. You just come over there, put 6, and you click it to where it's red, because the red means that it will input the information on here, and then you can hit calculate. It inputted all the information as far as, now you can see that some of these are blank, and I don't know if that's because you can't mine these on here or nobody's actually tested the cards on What to Mine. So newer cards do take some more time to get the profitability in there. And then after you input your information, you can see how much revenue and profit you'll make every day. So the top here is how much you'll make gross, and this is how much you're going to make after electric. So you'll make $7.66 gross from the pool, and then after you paid your electric, it would be $6.51, depending upon your electrical rate. So over here, right below all of these different algorithms, right here under cost, you can add your kilowatt cost. So you can change it to 10, you can change it to 25 cents, right? And then it'll recalculate. And as you see, we made 766, but the number dropped because of our electrical rate. And then you can see other coins, how much profitability you would make. Obviously, Firo is extremely power hungry, intensive algorithm. So you would make almost $6, but probably due to the price and more electric that you're going to burn, you would actually bring in a lower amount of money. And then you could see all the different coins and how much you would make every day and so forth, right? There's also a different tab. So this is the initial What to Mine tab that you'll see when you first come here. But if you come over here to GPUs, you can then, it'll give you a listing of all the GPUs, and then you could scroll down to yours. So, or yeah, we'll do the 6600 XTs. So these are general hash rates that you should get on your 6600 XTs. You may get plus or minus 10%. Usually these overclocks that they get on What to Mine are pretty mild overclocks. So usually I find that I can get better than what they got at a lower wattage. So this is just a rough estimate that most people should be able to achieve. So if you come over here to ETH hash, it says you should get about 32.5 mega hashes at roughly 80 watts. So then you can see the profitability on the 6600 XT across all these coins. So you got Firo, Ethereum Classic, you have Raven Coin, Cortex, you have Ergo, Flux, all these, all these altcoins that you can mine. So this is a great place to get information if you're wondering about how much your particular GPU can make you. There is also another great place that I do like to go for GPUs anyways, and that's going to be called a minerstat. And a minerstat is really good because so you could use a profitability calculator for how many mega hashes. We're just doing Ethereum, right? So I have about 1.7 or I have 1700 mega hashes, and I'm consuming about 4,300 watts, and my electrical rate is 11 cents. So we're going to calculate. So current daily, I should be making about $60 estimated profit after my electrical rates. So that is what, that's one way you can figure out. But another great tool is you come over here to profitability, and then it shows you every miner. And it does also include ASICs, because obviously there is ASICs on Ethereum. But you could switch it over here, and then you could turn it this way to where it's going to have the most efficient cards for Ethereum. So, and this is where you could really try to maximize your profits right here, because all of these ASICs, like, the Lindsay Phoenix and the, Antminer E9s and the new CMP cards from NVIDIA, right? They're extremely expensive, overpriced. But if you come down here, these RTX A2000s, extremely efficient. 0.601 mega hashes for every watt. So it's very high on the efficiency rating. You come down here to a very even older AMD previous generation, the 5700 XT, 54.3 mega hashes at 90 watts, and it has an efficiency rating of 0.597 mega hashes, right? So it's an extremely efficient GPU to mine this algorithm. So this is where you can really kind of sneak some deals in here, because you can maybe find older cards that maybe don't cost as much as some of this new hardware, like like the 3070s, and your CMP 170HX, and some of these really expensive cards. You could come in here and kind of sneak some of these in. So the next place we're going to go to, and this is just for Ethereum, because it is the most profitable to mine right now, still, as of recording this video. So the next place that we're going to go to, and shout out to Max Voltage, because he's the one that showed me this site. This is really key here. I'm going to input my information. I'm at about 1700 1.7 gigahash, right? These are some of the top pools for profits on Ethereum. So if you come over here to the right hand side of the screen, this is how much estimated you would make every day, how much every 7 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 60 days, and 90 days. Now, if we scroll down to where I used to mine, which was Hivon, which did not have a percentage, they would just take 10% of the MEV. You'd come down here and see that essentially, if I stayed to mine with Hivon pool, I would make 2.12177 Ethereum after 90 days. Now, if we scroll up to where I'm mining to now, which is I'm mining to Flex pool, you'll see that it's 2.35968 Ethereum after 90 days. So I'm making 0.23 more ETH. That's like 2 more payouts for me. That's like almost like $500 to like $700, depending upon what the coin is making at the current time of, I get paid out. So I mean, that is a lot of money. That's like 2.5 payouts that I'm gaining by just switching my pool. So not only do you need to pay attention to the cards you use, you also need to pay attention to the pool that you mine to. So just pay attention to these numbers here, because they'll be, if they're doing well, they'll be green. If they're the best in the category, they'll have two little ribbons right here. So obviously 90 days or more Crazy Pool is the best pool. And then for Mining Pool Hub, they're the best for 60 days. So just another thing to think about when you guys are looking at profitability, not just to look at GPUs, right? Because you could have the most efficient GPUs, but you're mining to the wrong pool. So if you're mining to like Hive on C, you're missing 0.23 ETH every month. That's like 2.5 payouts almost. You're talking $700, over the 90-day period. That's a lot. Just by switching the pool, I'm going to increase my profits by like $700 just by switching my pool. This is a great tool here, and once again, a shout out to Max Voltage for giving me this site right here. Really appreciate it. I'll leave a link down to his channel in my description. You guys can go check him out. He does a lot of good content. He's been really he's been working on Flux nodes lately. So if you guys are looking for a Flux node, he'll be your guy to go check out. So the last place that we're going to go to, the last thing you guys need to pay attention to, and this is kind of more for information for down the road after Ethereum, right? Your profitability will kind of factor along two things. So as you can see here, this is March of a year ago, and you can see our Ethereum network hash rate is at about 440 terahashes. And as you see over the course of a year, it has already doubled that. So, and we've already I think we've gone over 900 terahashes. So right now it's currently at 948 terahashes. So the main things that will factor in also in profitability as far as a coin, if you're trying to look to get more yield, not maybe make more money, but get more coins of that particular algorithm, is you want to pay attention to the hash rate. Obviously this one's obviously just going up, so it's kind of plateaued a little bit right up here, but for a while there it was just going up, right? So you want to pay attention to the network difficulty or network hash rate, and then the next thing you want to check out is you want to see the difficulty. The difficulty will also affect your return for how much yield of the coin you get, right? So obviously we were down here at 5.89 and now we're at 12.81. So it's doubled. So if I had this much hash rate a year ago, right, I would be getting twice as much Ethereum because the difficulty was only half as much. So you guys, if you guys are like thinking about getting to other coins, so let's go look at Flux. So let's go over the 1 year of Flux. Now look at this. If you mine Flux during a year ago when it was nothing, these are kilosouls. You guys would have been making buckets and buckets of Flux, right? Because it had a little bump up, right? Got a little bump. But right here at, what was this? Yeah, right around, you're getting into like, Thanksgiving, Christmas time. It had a huge spike, and it's been up pretty much since. You guys need to check out your mining pools. You could make sure to check out your efficiency for your graphics cards. And then you want to come check out the network hash rate and difficulty of each of the coins that you're mining. So, all right, guys, this is the Mining King giving you the most hashes, and I'll see you next time.